tempo controlling.
I'm a player, and they don't necessarily
Tell you that much. So
this is a very greedy lineup for complexity.
I think it's actually a really good lineup because it's not greedy in the sense where you have to send at least 2 heroes to shut down Darkseer. You don't have any way to deal with the Enigma like a Bounty Hunter Roam or anything. PL versus Invoker mid's a really good matchup, and then Axe plus Lena in the safe lane, you can't really punish the Axe with the heroes they have, and you need to make sure you don't get caught out. I guess Batrider versus the Axe could be a problem if he gets too many sticky, but we'll have to find out how that works. It looks like Complexity's lineup to fight into is going to be difficult. Though it's the same situation we saw yesterday, but Dragneel is, not the same level as Complexity, and Complexity, even though they have strong team fight, they also have strong late game because of the Enigma, because of the Wombo, and because of the PL to fall back on. So not today, even though they want to go into this later game stage, they still have to heavily rely on getting pickoffs around the map with the Batrider, with the Beastmaster, and part. That's how they win. Whereas Complexity, they just group up and run at you.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they go. I mean, that it is something that's worth noting that even though it is sort of similar to how we saw Dragneel play yesterday, to me the big difference maker is Chessie on this PL. Whereas what you saw to Dragneel was a lineup that wanted to run and fight early, but then didn't really have a backup plan. I feel like this PL on Chessie is kind of that backup plan where they don't have to be aggressive, they don't have to end the game. They can still take this into the later stages.
That's their mentality, and it's a good one to have too, because they can still do. This is still a good 4 protect 1 strategy where you can go around as 4, let PL farm, and did have a lot of success.
We saw Leo Style play a pretty great couple of heroes last game. I think that he had a Tinker that just kind of went absolutely ridiculously ham on Dragneel, and to me, this is a guy that if not today are going to win, they're going to need a lot out of Leo Style, this Invoker. So we're going to have to see how he deals with the PL in the mid lane. Already Z-Freak comes in and is able to deny out that range creep. That's so frustrating to have to deal with. But this matchup against the Invoker, how do you feel like this goes just one-on-one if they're left to their own devices?
It should go heavily in favor of the PL, just because you can spam lances, bottle crow, whatnot, and that's the problem with Invoker. You don't bottle crow or you don't get runes at all, whereas the PL, he's going to be able to the right click by the poor shield, and it just starts off with more damage than Invoker.
We do also see that it is going to be Kenteka down here, and he's just trying to deal with the off-lane Ion Shell spam that we're having from the Darkseer. In the jungle, it's going to be Beastmaster Jericho just trying to get it whatever stuff he can done, and it is going to be the Slardar safe. So we also see Not Today running a little bit of a greedy draft. I'm curious who ends up getting a little bit better blink timing, or rather mechanism. Probably is going to be the first item for the Enigma. Do you like the lineup of Not Today as far as what they're trying to accomplish? We've talked a lot about how good Complexity's draft is. What's the high point for Not Today?
Talked about it a bit where they just want to get pickoffs constantly around the map with all of their heroes they can. Like Beastmaster can solo kill people once he gets the Necros. Beatrider just needs +1, and it's interesting to see what they're doing. They're having a support Slardar.
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, they're kind of trading last hits, sharing last hits. 7 for the bat and then 3 for the Slardar. But maybe they just wanted King Tekka to get levels and then him go back to the jungle, but you already have Jericho in the jungle. Kind of curious to see. Maybe they just rotated the lanes. They kept Slardar. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Oh god, and now you see XD is just going to get ran down a little bit. Yeah, it makes sense a little bit. Limp is now starting to cut the creep wave, and Slardar can't stay up here, so they're going to end up sending him and maybe try and rotate the Batrider. Yeah, so Kenteka is going to head up here and see if he can mess with Limp, but even still, this is not necessarily the greatest lineup for him either. Hanskin is going to get ran down a little bit. They are stacking up the sticky napalm and looking to see if they can make something happen here. They're not faster, though. The Battle Hunger is going to be able to keep Limp away, but Hanskin might be the one that ends up paying for it. They end up throwing out the call, and that might ensure their escape. And they also have the slow.
Oh, he's done.
That's a lot of stacks. He's going to end up going down here. A quick and easy one. First blood going the way of Kenteka.
Yeah, this is the matchup they really wanted to start with. Complexity read it perfectly. They're like, they want to have Batrider versus Axe. No, that's not going to happen. We're just going to send our Darks here to the mid lane. And then they did a really nice job rotating up there and getting a kill.
Now you see in the mid lane, it's still going very heavily in all of the lanes in favor of Complexity. I mean, you look at the last hits right now, and it's just a pretty unbelievable advantage. I think that this is largely due because of that Axe start against the Slardar and what he's been able to do. Also is moving into the jungle and starting to try and mess with these creep camps as well. So this is probably going to level out a little bit more, but still, I think that they're always at a bit of a deficit with both the Darkseer and that Axe, and you've got a couple of melee heroes here. Not today. It feels like they're really going to be hard pressed to deal with this.
Yeah, and even if you look at the last hits of the Enigma right now, they look completely skewed. But if you look at his net worth, it's actually 300-400 less than the Beastmaster, and they're at the same level. So that's a little bit skewed for the net worth part. But yeah, I would say still Complexity coming out ahead in this laning phase, and because they're putting on pressure on the top lane, and the tower is almost dead. It should die here soon, and that hurts. That's when Complexity can start evading the jungle, taking away this Beastmaster, and they already have a deep ward scouting out where Beastmaster is jungling.
Yeah, Hanskin is actually thinking about rotating over to mess with them, but instead they're going to hold off. They're going to try and secure this tower, as you mentioned, and Batrider, meanwhile, is just doing everything that he can to cut the creep wave. Doing a pretty good job of it as well, and it looks like with that, they're going to try and rotate in. Bottom lane, Swindles is taking a little bit of fire on the Darkseer. We'll go there in 1 second. It looks like Kenteka is going to end up dropping in. A pretty nice one played there. They were doing what they could to Swindle's bottom, but not going to be able to finish off that kill.
Pressure now. It should be the tower, and that kill should be Limp getting his Vanguard shorting. That's what he wants to do. Potentially could go for just the Tranquils or something into. Oh, it's gonna TP here.
That is rather bold. Kenteka trying to see if he can get the deny off, and does manage to get it. He might pay for that one a little bit, as well, they're starting to do a good amount of damage onto Limp and Hanskin. They're gonna need to back out for the moment. All right, Kenteka Dota.
It's one of those situations where Axe doesn't have enough mana to call, and they still don't have enough damage to burst him, but nice deny.
Look at the smoke that's coming out. Also, Jericho level 6 at 4 or 5.5 minutes, and Hanskin might be the person that he goes on. They drop the roar. There's the Sunstrike as well. Quick and easy on the kill. They take down that Lina.
And that went to the Invoker too, so that's really good for him. It hurts his meta for the mid lane, but he's going to be able to get that gold that he needs. He's getting heavily outlast-hitted by this PL.
Bottom lane also, they're actually going to be able to kill off XD, I think, as the right clicks come through, and yeah, that's going to be a kill. Well played there to finish that one off, and now the Oracle in the bottom lane, it's a little bit hard to try and keep him alive through that.
Good rotation from Enigma. We're just seeing the junglers make stuff happen now.
Well, again, we're off to a little bit of a lead for Complexity. It's not super significant, and I don't think that by any means this is... Oh my god, alright, Benjaz going to get Black Hole in the bottom lane. Dragon Slave from afar, as well as the Light Strike Ray, and that should be a quick and easy one, as Not Today lose their Slardar. You were talking about it, the rotation from Z-Freak on this Enigma. He plays this hero pretty well.
Oh yeah, and there was once a time, you know, all these Enigmas were first banned at times, but teams have found ways to deal with it. It's still a super scary hero, not just because of his black hole, but because of how much pushing power and how fast he can get the mechanism online for his team.
I remember that I was casting one of the games for the TI5 qualifiers, just a little solo cast thing, and he was doing a he bought a refresher, hit it on the courier, and then ended up jumping back in. Like his black hole got canceled. Enemy team was running up to high ground trying to fight against it. Yeah, I'm just pontificating about nothing in general. As Limp is going to get jumped on, and Leo Style taking a little bit of damage, and Limp does look like he's going to be alive for the moment. And Kentucky seeing if they can make something happen here. They get the purge onto Chessie. He does have the doppelganger away for the moment, takes off a couple of those stacks as well. And it looks like with that, the Roar is not going to be successful for the kill. Well, still flirting with danger here. Leo Style wants to hang out. Chessie is still in the area. Suddenly 7 heroes mid.
It's a situation where Invoker has no mana, and he just these team fights. On the left, if Invoker dies, Chessie just let me just doppelganger in, rush you, spirit lance you, and you're dead. That's a little bit too.
Yeah, it's a little bit definitely too bold. But yeah, what I was saying is that he canceled. Somebody canceled his black hole. He immediately went back in afterwards and refreshed it and basically won them the game. And those are the types of plays that you got to make if you're an Enigma. And you can see already that down here in the bottom lane, he's just solo pushing this tower, trading over the creep aggro whenever he needs to. And with the level 4 Eidolons, black hole already online, level 8 on him, he's doing a great job.
Could pay for it now, though. Turn around to stun.
Oh, there's going to be the mouth of this pulled bag. A lot of damage, Sunstrike, and that is going to be a kill. And Slarter actually takes that one away. It would have been nice for Invoker to be able to pick that one up. But Leo Style, meanwhile, is going to get jumped on in the mid lane. Chessie is here, too, and he's got the regen, but no points in Wex might end up being his death, as Limp is also going to be here. And yeah, there's just no way out. Lina, meanwhile, is going to kill off the Beastmaster over in the jungle. Well, Leo Style, is he going to really live through this? They have the Phantom Rush. Now he ends up going down. Meanwhile, over in the enemy jungle, Swindles trying to run down this XD Oracle, and it looks like Hanskin is going to be here as well. Light Strike Array not quite on the mark. They're not going to be able to find the kill.
But still a 2-0 kill. Coming in the side of Complexity, and the mid tower is being pressured. Back to super tanky with a Vanguard now. I don't know how Not Today are gonna sort of bring him down. They have the tools with the amplified damage, but Vardar is trying to desperately get his Blink Dagger online at the same time as Batrider. Like, problem with having these cores that are so heavily reliant on Blink Daggers that it's like, oh, well, how do we get engaged early on sometimes?
Yeah, there's not a great answer for them as far as being able to take these fights, and it's also worth noting that you just have Complexity getting so much out of the map. You've consistently had Z-Freak down here in the bottom lane, continuing to push down this tier 1 tower, and this time around he should be able to finish it off. Even though he died, he's still above every other player on Not Today. He's ridiculously farmed for this point in the game, and there's just, I mean, sure, Beastmaster's going to be able to farm effectively, but unless he makes something really solid out of each and every one of those rotations, he's not going to be able to maintain a high level of farm.
No, and it hurts too when your Invoker is like 3rd on the net worth chart, and
yeah,
a lot of it is coming in from the gold for Complexity for all these towers they got.
Oh.
But they're gonna get Z-Freak here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the chase down. Roar is dropped as well as the Sunstrike, and unfortunately no Great Whale mechanism. Nah, not gonna be able to do it. If they could have turned that one around with the Black Hole, that would have been pretty spectacular. And they end up being able to jump forward. Guess what? Limp has got his Blink Dagger already. Ends up chopping through that one. Oh god, that really hurts. And now XC is gonna end up getting hit by the Light Strike Array. They're gonna keep on going. Oh, this is what Complexity want to be able to do with this lineup.
Yeah, that is. You know the funniest part about all this though is that you look at Enigma's items, Darkseer's items, then you just look back at Enigma's items, and then you just start laughing. But he didn't finish it. It's still funny that he has all the components though. This is hurted if they were playing against these. Like these mistakes can cost you a game when you have square plus a headdress on your Enigma and you can't go for the mech because. But now he's forced to go for, can't even go Crimson Guard because Axe should probably go for the. So he's just like, well, Pipe is great in this situation, but there's so much physical DPS from Not Today. It's like I still can't really go Pipe. So maybe now he'll go for a Blink Dagger still. BKB is okay, but there's a lot of things that go through the BKB, the Roar and the Flaming Lasso.
Well, one thing you could end up doing is have the Axe go like late game Abyssal or something if they wanted to, now that Vanguard's a part of that, and then you do have Z-Freak go back for the Crimson Guard, but it's definitely probably
He already
it
bought
was
something though. But the Vlad's
mhm,
the
that makes
extra
sense.
armor help out his team more.
Yeah, this makes sense. I still think that you can end up going back for the Crimson Guard later on Z-Freak if you want, and then just have Limp go for another big item as the position 1 player. But they're going to try and jump in now, and God, if they're going to catch the Oracle right off the bat, this could be very frustrating indeed. And surged up Axe with a Blink Dagger, my God, what a monster. Iron Shell on him to boot, and ends up missing his chop, so a little bit unfortunate there. The Sunstrike after the roar is going to be there. Benjaz catches 2 with the stun. They might be able to make something happen here, and Skin is going to end up being able to bring down that Slardar. He drops as he ends up getting caught in the wall, and now Not Today trying to retreat. Are they going to be able to make it out, though? The mechanism has already been popped, and Limp is going to continue the chase. Jericho just falls. Lena kills him off. 3 are dead, and it does not really feel like Complexity are going to stop.
No, and you see the problem now with Not Today's lineup. It's too focused on single target pickoffs. Whereas Complexity, they have so much AoE, so much sustain, and they're just, you know, running away with this game right now. So, and as long as Complexity don't go split push the map one by one, they shouldn't get picked off. They're doing a really good job grouping up.
Well, there is Chessie down here in the bottom lane. He pushed this one out. Actually, he pulled that thought because XD gets jumped on again. Deca gonna pull back Limp, and he's gonna take a lot of damage from this one. Jericho is here as well. They might be able to find that. Oh, they almost got the vacuum back to the low ground. He's not gonna be able to TP out, and this is actually gonna be Limp going down. A lot of gold going back their direction. Meanwhile, Bat Rider gonna chase down Hanskin, looking for the catch, and they are gonna be able to find it with Benjaz on him, but Black Hole onto 2. I think this might be enough. Oh, they don't have a roar. They don't have enough, but they actually did have it, but didn't want to throw it, and now Jericho's gonna get ran down. Chessie runs in after him. A pretty good false promise, but is it gonna be enough? Summoning some more Eidolons. Leo style trying to run down Hanskin. Gonna survive. Just under 100 HP right there, and it looks like they are gonna be able to get away with another one. Complexity gonna start running in towards this tier 3 tower yet again, with 3 heroes dead and only losing Limp. My God.
Well, and are they going to continue going? No, they're just like, oh, we'll just take Bulls of our War, go buy some fancy new cars, jewelry, anything you want.
We gotta get it, man. It's good stuff to have. King Tekka is still, he's got his Blink Dagger, and we've seen him make plays, but it just does not feel like Not Today have that beefy hero to either A, do the damage that they need, or B, they just don't have enough farm. That's really what it comes down to. You look at the net worth difference, it's 12,000 already at 15 minutes in, and right around 10,000 experience. It's just Complexity being on another level, and this is what we talked about is, Not Today, I admire them running their strategy right off the bat, the normal style of Dota that they play, because it shows that they're not afraid, but I feel like they might need to think about switching things up if we're going to go to a game 2 with Complexity winning this.
They just need to make sure they have, I don't know, it's kind of like they're getting outclassed in every single lane, and that's kind of the picks too, where the Complexity were set up to win all of the lanes. No answer for it for Not Today. Sure, they got 1 kill early on, and they got a nice beast map, but yeah, they need to change up the draft a little bit. They are not going to be able to punish Complexity around the map because they just don't split up and they don't get picked off alone in these situations. The only way they get picked off alone is you're playing the aggressor, Not Today, and you're the one taking objectives, you're the one pushing the tempo, but Complexity started the tempo, they've never let up, and Complexity come online way faster than Not Today.
Yeah, and you can see like Limp getting off to such a great start, being able to take down that tower early, and they do pop the buckler, looking to see if they can push this one in. Chessie is just on the high ground, and Limp actually has a 4 staff now too, so he doesn't have the highest damage in the world, but a good amount of maneuverability. You can see it right there as he blinked in, went for the call, missed it, ends up force stopping back. So that's the type of play that they're going to want to make here, and then have the follow-up with the vacuum wall from Darkseer.
Nope. TP bottom lane. Ooh, they got the surge too.
Yeah, that is going to be a dead Jericho. He's no great ability to stop that one. The Necronomicon's almost burned out enough mana, but was not going to happen.
My Beastmaster. Dead. My last hope for not today.
I mean, Invoker, he's got his Midas, he's got his drums. It's a thing, right? Level 11? Maybe not.
The only way Complexity loses is if Beastmaster can start, solo killing people around the map with his Necros.
Okay.
That's their only hope. They don't. Yeah, they need desperately to have levels on the Invoker, as we talked about. Like you said, he's doing a decent job catching back up for where he was, the Midas, but you still need to have like Ags almost completed, but it's nowhere near. And even level 16 is nowhere near.
Yeah, you mentioned the Crimson Guard earlier on Axe. He's got it completed now, and just such a tanky monster. He's got maneuverability, he's force staffing around. Olymp is he's over the moon, he's happy. What do you feel like is going to be the next way to really sort of close this out? Is there any item in particular? Does Enigma pick up a Blink Dagger now? Does he think about trying to... Oh, it looks like he's going for...
He might go Bloodstone, or he might go for... he can go either Bloodstone and do a lot of cool suicide plays, healing up your allies, or he can go for the Rod of Atos, slowing people down.
Jesse pulled back. Top lane is in a little bit of trouble. They're going to drop everything onto him, and suddenly a quick and easy kill going the way of not today. They're going to lose their tier 2 tower for it, but I think that's a worthy trade.
That's nice. They finally split up and then they punished them for it. So well played. And PL's gonna do this a lot of the times because he has boots to travel. He's kind of playing as a Spectre or an Ember Spirit. He's like, oh, I can just join team fights later. But bye Courier, bye Roshan. Mini Roche.
I feel very sad about this. I know it's a rough life indeed right now for not today, and they're
dunking Couriers, Lyrical. They're Couriers. There's no hope. No hope. There's a little, but
there's less hope than there normally is in these types of games. Swindles goes back for the Lotus Orb. This to me feels like it's just one of those close out the game items. You are throwing this onto him. You want to end this quickly. You think you're going to win this series handedly and move into the next one with a lot of confidence. Let's round it out. We got all of these tools to break high ground now.
The Lotus Orb is really good this game because of all the single target focus for these ultimates that we talked about. You last kill yourself, you're not going to move. Even the amplified damage going back on the starter is a big deal. Beastmaster Roar, so even, Cold Snap on Invoker.
Yeah. Everything, it's all good stuff. Enigma does go back for the Atos, so not an item that we often see. It's interesting. I got that buff where it added the accuracy bonus, and then Valve decided they didn't like that mechanic anymore, took it out of the game. Now it's just back to the old Rod of Atos, and still pretty much nobody is picking it up. Is this item undervalued? Is it really good at all, or what's your thoughts?
It's Rod of Trap, worst item in the game right now.
Okay, cool. Mr. Hanky confirmed. Sounds good.
I mean, I would just use that as my fucking plunger and just use that.
Oh my god, for you with no regard for the Rod of Atos. It's
I mean, it's in the shitter. Literally, it's in the...
Hell.
Tell me one item that is worse than the Rod.
Second Courier?
I mean, Bottle Crowing for your safe lane is still better than the Rod.
Okay. It does cost a good amount. I don't know. I mean, maybe you end up... I'm not going to try and argue with this. Well, I'm curious to see how Z-Freak uses it in this instance. They are going to end up moving in towards here and trying to fight against this, but you're fighting into a black hole, call, vacuum wall, all of these things, and it just feels like it's a very scary situation. Jumps in, doesn't actually hit on the call there, and meanwhile on the other side, Slardar crushes too, looking for more. The back onto several, and they're going to be able to catch them all out. That's going to be a kill though, as Lena just brings down Slardar, and no great way to take this. Vacuum, pulling him back. The Roar's going to be there on the Swindles. The Meteor is not quite on point, and I think he's going to be able to survive through that as they're still chasing down Lemp. He gets the call there. He's going to pull Leo Style back into the mix. That's going to be a Beastmaster falling already, and the chop after the force staff from Lemp. 3 are dead, and it does not feel like it's going to stop.
Yeah, that was just brutal to watch. Not today actually played that so well, and not getting picked off at the beginning with the X call, but it's too reliant on single target DPS.
Yeah.
Don't have enough AoE.
And you can see that Chessie is up here pushing in the tier 3 tower in the top. You've got the whole rest of Complexity pushing in the bottom. It does look like they're going to be able to jump forward and try and find the call. Is going to be able to catch it, pulls back Benjaz towards the rest of his team, and now they do have a black hole. They're not dropping it as of yet, and looking for the perfect opportunity. They vacuum back, are going to be able to get it on to 3 there, and it's chopping time. 1, 2, let's make it a third. Mega kill spree for Limp, and that's going to be good game. Complexity dominating.
Really well played, really well drafted from Complexity. Not that they need to change it up 100% from the game. We kind of hit the nail on the head when we were talking about it during the draft, where they have too much single target around the map, and they can't play that same style against Complexity because it's not like Dragon Nil. They're not going to give you an inch to work with in the game. And like I said, grouped up perfectly this game. Took all the objectives, and easy win. Yeah,
But
it's
see, the
really
thing,
bad.
we still do that often. We've got the ability.
And Snowball save somebody.
A lot of the magic about 3 in the morning. It was an AA first pick overall, and they ran it pretty well. I think that Febby was even getting like he went something crazy like 13-1 on it as the position 4 Ancient Apparition, just completely owned. And I feel like this hero is very undervalued in terms of what he brings to the table, and gonna be seeing a Leo style TA in response to the Ember. Kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, I like TA against Doom a lot. Like, it's one of those heroes, if you get doomed as TA, you're dead. 100% dead unless your team can, just pull off this miraculous team fight. Obviously, they have ways to keep TA alive this game. Darkseer with the mech, heal, and then Elder Titan to disengage. So it's not the worst pick in this game, but on paper against the Doom, it's very scary where you're not going to be able to do anything in the fights. Ember Spirit's Flame Guard can counter the TA too, the refraction. There's a lot of things to counter her refraction, and that's where she wants to have it up always, so she's able to staying in the team fights, be that heavy hitter. And I'm more interested to see how the lanes are going to go now. Is it Invoker mid? Is it Ember mid? What are they doing? Okay, so Ember, safe lane, and that's good and bad. Ember can beat the TA in the mid lane, but they don't want the Invoker to feed in the lane, and he just uses Fairy Fire. GG. I saw that.
Who was that? Who used this Fairy Fire? Was it the Invoker?
I saw that, yeah. I'm just so happy.
I don't know
Can I
exactly.
type in all set? I saw that.
No, please don't. You're gonna get us fired, Ryu. I swear. Infamous Ian. I don't know what is going on right now. NA Dota, NA versus SA. Everybody's losing it. And we've also got Europeans in here. They're just trying to be nice to each other. But this is some silliness.
30 seconds.
So Swindles is going to be playing the Doom in the off lane. And he did do it. All right. Apparently you saw it. Did you just message him? Did you literally just message him on Steam?
No. I think I have people added to my. Somebody? What? Come on, please, please. That was funny though. He actually typed it in all chat.
The battle.
Oh, this game's already starting to be a lot better than last one, and it has the potential to be a very good one too. Where complexity, the draft is very even from both sides, and it's going to be more on execution this time around than last game.
Mm. All right, well, we're going to see if they're going to be able to do it. Not today, pulling something out of their little bag of tricks, and it is going to be that Axe heading up there towards the safe lane. Meanwhile, the mid lane rotation in from the Elder Titan. Looks like, I remember seeing Saksa play this a couple of days ago, and he actually was literally able to walk in towards the mid lane, like in the middle of the creep wave. The enemy invoker walked into him and brought his courier, and he was able to get a courier snipe. It was absurd. Oh god, King Tech is in a little bit of trouble now. They've got the increased damage there from the Chilling Touch, but not going to be able to find the kill. And it looks like with that, Jericho also getting the stack with the Astral Spirit, but that's going to be blocked out by Z freaking Hanskin.
And he started with Astral first. That's good and bad. Obviously, it's good for scouting and you get extra bonus damage, but a lot of times you want to start off with Echo Stomp just because you're able to catch up and it does a ton of damage early on and it can set up a lot of kills, so that could bite him in the later, but he's fine as long as he gets Bounty Rune or something or just EXP.
Mm-hmm. No, and he's going to be able to do that fairly effectively, trying to stack up camps while he's going. He's got his boots first. He's going to be right little happy gentleman. And Swindles, meanwhile, getting zoned out by XD. It hasn't opted to take any levels as of yet, so can still go back for that Maledict, but Doom notorious for being able to be pretty effective at getting levels early, and is actually saving his point right now. Could end up going for Infernal Blade or Scorched Earth, depending upon what he needs.
Probably needs Scorched Earth eventually. But yeah, he can go for maybe a solo kill if any of these supports low the Infernal Blade. I'm checking out the mid lane, and yeah, this should be happening right now. The Osao should be catching the Invoker. It's very hard to CS against the TA, but maybe not this hard. Normally it's a situation where TA should win, but as it goes on, you're still gonna have the Forge Spirits helping out.
Z-Freak caught out, got a couple body blocks, and they're gonna be able to catch him there. They've also got the extra movement speed coming in and not able to do enough with those shards, and this is gonna be a dead hero. I believe actually he's gonna be able to walk away. Handskin all covering the brother from another mother. They're actually not the brothers, but a different set of brothers. You guys know what I meant. Z-Freak heals back up and they're gonna be able to walk away.
Yeah, different mother. You had it right. There you go. It was
stuff.
That was fine. You were perfect.
I'm gonna start saying that more often. Gotta get the good stuff out. But Z-Freak gonna trade some more hits there from Jericho, and it looks like they're going to be fine to continue to get. I mean, this is one of the ways that Elder Titan can be pretty strong. You roam around, you get the damage from the Astral Spirit, you just try and mess with people. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a situation where he made them waste like 2 salves and like 2 or 3 tangos each, and they're like, oh well, we don't have any more regen, and that's nice to take away, especially when you're going against a Darkseer lane. So they can't even pull limp. So it would be nice if Tekka, he went back to base. He's level 1. Oh my goodness. It's one of those situations where you like look at all their inventory and you say, oh well, they don't have that much regen left, so I can go in the bottom lane and hopefully get something done.
I saw right there Leo style, so getting the denies while also hitting the last hits. That's just, it's got to be the best feeling in the world. Unfortunately he misses one right there, but don't worry, nobody saw, it's fine. And yeah, it's just, it's good stuff seeing that come out. This looks like it might end up rotating a little bit more into the favor of Chessie, though, as Z-Freak is going to come in, catches there with the shards, and does also not have a snowball as of yet. And Leo Style taking a lot of damage. I felt like he could have just walked away from that one, and it looks like he is going to go down. Fairy Fire! Oh my god, 7 HP. They're able to keep him alive. No, Chessie is just going to get run at by Jericho, and Sunstrike's going to come out. That might be able to be enough to kill him off. It's going to be able to survive, but not long enough. They find the kill. Oh my god, that TA was so low.
Yeah, that was a situation where the haste rune just caught him completely off guard, and he had the ET coming over, so he's like, his friend was like, hey, let's go in, I'm gonna back you up, but then all of a sudden a wild ancient apparition appeared, and like, oh crap, what the hell are you doing, TA? And that was a nice Fairy Fire usage. But nice first blood coming in from Not Today. This is going to favor them.
Oh, Swindle's top lane, looking like he might be in a little bit of trouble, gets a spin, and they find the kill. Yeah, it would have been nice if Chessie would have had a Fairy Fire there, but unfortunately, not going to be the case. So, looks like Leo Style continuing to CS really effectively, and Axe is also leading the way in the top lane here. He's just being a bully. This is what Axe does. And now can do it much more effectively than even previously, as they are going to TP in the Doom. But 2 melee heroes, it's just, there's not a great answer. Z-Freak is going to take a lot of damage here and end up being able to get the chop.
Get the hell out of your own jungle. Oh, Swindles. Eat that creep. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Use the Scorched Earth.
Oh, Infernal Blade.
That's not going to do anything. And he can creep skip now. There's not much that can kill the Axe right now, besides a Ember Spirit, maybe rotate. Oh, bottom lane.
Oh my god, are they going to be able to find this? Jericho, trouble. Limp. Yeah, they're good. They're going to be able to survive that. Well played.
Yep, Sunstrike on his head too. That helps. And I guess Ember Spirit is level 6. Now he's just going to go back to base, heal up, and I'm coming back. Please help me, Hanskin says. Thank you. What a friend.
It's good stuff, man. They're just buddies. Buddies, old pals. The rotation's coming towards mid as Jericho is here. And it looks like Chessie is still going to be fairly comfortable where he's at. Boots are on the courier, not coming out to him quite yet. What do you feel like is going to be the movement? Like, there's been a lot of action. Axe trying to skip, and pushing down the tier 1 tower.
I'm spitting now.
Benjaz is going to try and move in here and take out the stack, but what's the play? Do Not Today just keep on trying to bully around complexity at this stage?
Oh yeah, they are far superior in the tanky department, and complexity they just need to get their levels. Doom is level 6 now, so Swindles, he also has a TP and a mango ready, so his mana will be fine. Oh, nope, gonna be stunned.
Oh, running down, he ends up getting out of there and
dodge the stun. That's nice. Nicely played. Else he would have went down. Could have caught up with the Berserker's Call and kill.
I mean, this is basically just exactly what happened to Complexity, or rather to Not Today last game, where they just got ran down. Granted, Complexity don't have as many of the sort of long cooldown-ish abilities that were causing them to not be able to fight this side of Not Today, but Complexity are still going to be pushed in here. I want to see how they respond. The Vanguard completed on Axe, still ways away from a blink, but he can continue to do this.
I mean, this is such a bad trade for Not Today. Like, they just lost their tower for no reason in the top lane. Like, this is actually really bad play coming in from them, where they didn't have to. And sure, they're pressuring bottom tower, but he's just pushing it out as an Ember Spirit. This should not be happening. Little errors, you know, show not the I don't want to say the level of a team, but just the understanding that Complexity are playing a little bit better right now.
And you can see that the CS, it's going in their favor, but more importantly now the net worth, and you're starting to see the difference in it. Not Today, it's starting to swing back into Complexity's favor, which is a pretty bad sign at this point in time, and actually just going to get ran on. 3 heroes here, Chilling Touch, and the Sunstrike's going to come out. Benjaz is going to fall as suddenly everybody, the entire Complexity team comes and shuts down Benjaz, and that hurts.
That is a lot of love. My Axe. And that's what they needed to do. And they saved Doom. So Swindles is ready to go. He's like, bring it on, baby. Come back, Axe. Please, I dare you.
Yeah, they want to I'm gonna hop in on him there. They're just trying to stack up these ancients. Z-Freak is gonna come in and block off the camp. Good stuff from him. No more stacks for you. This is not gonna allow the axe to accelerate. You also are stacking things up in the jungle though. So XD with the triple here probably is not gonna be enough for the Blink Dagger still. What do you think about these arcane boots pickup for him?
Yeah, not a fan. I'd rather him go for tranquils for the extra armor, or yeah, because even the tranquil boots, it's not so much even for the armor as it is for the extra additional movement speed too. Like when you have that, you're not active, you smoke up, you have that additional move speed, and then you're able to blink in and catch up to your targets a lot quicker. Whereas the arcane boots, they're nice and all, but your Darkster can get arcane boots. Your Witch Doctor can get arcane boots. You don't need them.
Yeah, no, it's true. And maybe thinking that he was going to be in that lane longer than it actually ended up happening, so we wanted to sustain for the rest of the team because they didn't think they were going to be able to get the levels. But regardless of that, Z-Freak is just going to do a little double back. What is this man doing? He's getting eyes there on the Benjaz, and that was kind of an interesting play. Not exactly sure what he was thinking.
Trying to waste spells.
Yeah.
That was because he has a haste rune, and there's not anything that can catch him out besides the Axe Blink or something. Maybe a Sun from Witch Doctor, speaking of which.
Well, and there's going to be the snowball for the moment, just over to the creep wave. Z-Freak walking away, and Witch Doctor ulti. He is going to fairy fire through that, and looks to be fine. So
really well played. He dodged the trap coming in, and so he wasn't slowed after he snowballed that. That's nice.
What a player. What a guy. It's good stuff. Axe is still trying to mess up here with Swindles, and the Battle Hunger comes out. The Scorched Earth double back. He's pump bank in, trying to figure out which way he wants to go, and it looks like he's going to head bottom. Meanwhile, we end up seeing the Darkseer get killed off bottom by the Ember. And now as we move towards mid lane, Jericho might get jumped on as well. They do have that snowball if they want to initiate with it, and it looks like that's going to be the play, Leo style, trying to think about fighting this one. I'm not sure if this is a good decision. Well, okay, it's fine. I thought Doom was going to come in, but apparently they didn't want to battle.
Too far dive and commitment, and Axe doesn't have a TP, but I'm pretty sure he could have just immediately bought one there at the side shop and it came. It's just diving. They don't have superior vision. It's not a good play.
Handskin now has level 6, and this is where this hero really starts to excel. I do like the changes that we've been seeing from Ancient Apparitions leveling up Cold Feet now. It goes to 1,000 range at the max level, so you can cast it from further away, and all in all, it's just such a good spell. Meanwhile, XD in a lot of trouble. This should be pretty quick and easy. Yeah, Witch Doctor ulti not going to do a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you just feel bad for the poor man.
Ooh,
oh,
top lane.
Yeah.
Swindles jumped on, possibly. They have the slow, and this is going to be a pretty nice one as they get the call. That hasn't thrown out the Doom, and it looks like he's just going to accept his fate. He dooms Benjaz. The Christian ulti not quite there, and that would have been nice if they could have found it, but Handskin, no such luck. That actually would have been really good. That would have killed him.
Mid lane, they got the sleep on Jesse. Earthquake.
He's going to end up going down. Well played there, and Limp also now in some trouble. He's going to end up getting the Maledict onto him. This is going to be a kill.
Oh my.
3 suddenly across the map. Not today. They are not to be trifled with.
That cask just, oh, so good. And top
Benjaz.
lane. Hey. Game 3.
Let's do it. All right, not today. They're saying not today for us. We're going to take this one. They end up being able to dodge away from the sleep, but the cask again going to come through, and the Maledict, the cask is bouncing back to Swindles.
All right, GG.
Oh no.
It's over. Game's over.
He ate his RNG pills. Oh goodness.
Yeah, they need the tower though.
All right. Limp, Jericho, yeah, he's gonna go down. Invoker finds that kill.
And they're gonna. Oh, they got Leo!
Not quite there. They wanted it so badly. Oh man, that would have been good stuff.
He had refractions up, so I don't know if he would have died actually.
How many instances of damage is it for the AA? Because
It blocks it all.
it block. Well, but it's
6.
I mean the DOT.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Dire's middle tower is under
No,
attack.
I'm not that smart.
It's okay.
Trust-
I think it's constant.
Yeah, there should be 8 ticks probably.
Yeah, 8 damage. Okay, yeah. So that might have been enough. I didn't see how many refraction charges he had up there, but
He had
certainly
6
was a
up,
possibility.
He had 6 up, and then it would have been up again, even when he was getting ticked. Like as it was running out, the 6 charges, he should have been able to do it again. It wouldn't have been enough to kill him.
Okay. And now we see the move into the Roche pit. It looks like Complexity want to take this battle, and the Forge Spirit's going to scout it out. Benjaz also going to get controlled here. He has his Blink Dagger, but he's not going to be able to go anywhere. Oh no, Benjaz, say it ain't. So the A-Blast going to come through, connects 1 to 2. Actually, just Leo Style, and Lip is going to end up falling. Oh my goodness, Leo Style on the wrong side of the shards, so it's going to be fine. Oh, they come in, stomp up, Z-Freak, not going to be able to hit that, and now they do. Are they going to be able to chase this, though?
Mark.
In
a Dota, question mark.
Yeah.
That probably not the best Doom. Doom would be okay if they're chasing Ember, but he's dead. The Tusk already uses Snowball, so they don't have any ways to chase him. Now with the Doom on cooldown, Axe is coming back up. Gonna get a good Ice Blast though.
Oh, refraction. If that didn't end up hitting there, that would have been huge. And now actually the Snowball is going to go forward. They're going to be able to find this kill. I believe the Sleep coming out and is still alive for the moment. They also have the Earth Splitter trying to kill Leo Style. Jesse takes the damage. There's going to be the Infernal Blade, and Swindles is going to be able to find that kill. Tusk is actually the one that ends up getting it. Hadouken from afar. XD turning on his heels, trying to stay alive. The Ember's chasing. You talked about the power of this hero. He ends up being able to kill off another, and the Snowball onto XD. Complexity, find 3, don't lose any. Maybe going to be able to take a little bit more of a team fight. Benjaz is here. Oh god, he does have a call though. If he wants to go and he could do this, ends up only catching Z-Freak. Not sure if it's enough. Meanwhile, vacuum wall back to A-Blast is going to come through and kill him off. And now suddenly Benjaz, oh me oh my, that is a very dead guy. 5 heroes gone.
Tower is under attack.
Well, what once was a 4K gold lead is now nothing, and thank you, Nade, for weakening Roche for us. We will gladly take it and put it on our sexy Invoker, I think.
Oh, well, there's
Another
slept
Titan?
up as 4.
Yeah, that's the ET power around the Roche pit. Oh, they have to back out here.
Oh, the cask is going to start to
Radiant's top
bounce.
tower
Handskin
is
and
under
Limp.
attack.
Alright, yeah. I've underestimated ET a little bit there. I think they could deal a little bit more damage.
Oh, Sunstrike, A-Blast, my god, that damage. Oh, goodness. Yeah, they're gonna keep a hold of this one. Doom is about to come back off cooldown because this team fight has lasted 17 years. And now they're actually going to be going in there with Leo Style to try and take it for themselves. They don't have to commit that much to this. And with the A-Blast still down for a couple of seconds, there's certainly a possibility. They've got 3 slept right here, and that's going to be the jump in. Benjaz catches Lip and Swindles the vacuum back, though. Oh, the Snowball save. Complexity, they might be able to do it with that. Oh, he wanted the dunk so bad.
They got Roche,
He
though.
couldn't find it. Z-Freak coming in through spades. All right, can they kill off Leo Style twice? Look at the damage. They're going to be able to find him at least once, and now also got the cold snap onto Leo Style. The Snowball save was good the whole time.
There he goes. He's blocked in. Help, team! Oh, I got a... Ace. Blade hurts.
Middle tower is under attack.
I do have to say that the Snowball save there, that saved imminent destruction for
Oh, yeah.
Complexity. That would have
Talked
been
about
like
it during
3
the
dunks.
draft, too. I mean, that's why you pick it against Axe. What a
Yeah.
player.
What a guy. Well, we're still going to look now. We've had a flurry of kills over the past couple of minutes. Objectives taken as well. Complexity a little bit ahead, but not today are showing signs of life. And more importantly, look like they want to fight again. Benjaz gets licked up by the tornado, and that should prove to be the end of the aggression. Well, maybe not, because guess what? Darkseer Axe still pretty good. They saw it last time. Now run into Complexity. He's able to dodge away from that one. Snowballing out. Can he escape? It doesn't look like it's quite gonna happen. Well, maybe he has shards too. And
Oh,
Sunstrike is there, gonna
Sunstrike.
be able to kill off Witch Doctor on the backside. Gonna be able to find this one finally as Z-Freak gets chopped down.
All things considered, game just got clowny the last 4 minutes, but all things considered, it's really good for Not Today right now, just because they have that to work with. Now they have the Blink Dagger on TA2, so the combo for blinking it with Axe and TA, it's there. So this is going to be really good for them. And Complexity, they might have to just farm, honestly, around the map now. And try to hold out. You can't fight Not Today right now, head on. So just try to farm up your Battle Fury with the Ember Spirit and split push the map.
We'll see if they're going to be capable of doing it. The Desolator Aegis Blink on Leo style. This is a very dangerous combination. Sunstrike not going to hit, but they did get the AA Blast, and that might dissuade Not Today from trying to take this any further. Swindles is looking. He wants to chase them down right here, and gonna be able to dodge the sleep for the moment. Again, it's a very scary situation. They jump in, a lot of damage going out. Earth Splitter as well. They're gonna vacuum back into it, just dead.
That was questionable. I guess it is space for the top lane, but probably didn't need it a little life there.
Oh, Jesse battle hungered. Bottom lane, still a battle of brewing. They catch Leo style and doing a bit of damage. They want to take this fight. He's getting slowed down. They've got the cold feet on him as well. He might end up popping to this one. They find the kill. Aegis gone. Z-Freak looking on XD on the backside. That's going to be a dead hero. The A-Blast going to come through, blink away before it ends up connecting. And meanwhile, King Tekka's still alive for the moment. They drop the meteor down onto Leo style. He is going to fall a second time for him. And now, oh, not going to quite be able to stop that Darkseer TP. Jericho trying to run away. They've only lost the Doom so far, and that was a really good series of events for Complexity.
Yeah, either 4 of the players of Not Today just threw that so bad, or Benjaz did. Like, he TP'd top lane when the tower was already dead. And that's actually tilting me watching as a caster. I'm like, what are you doing? You're going away from your team. You already got a kill on the Doom. You could have team-wiped Complexity down there in the bottom lane, but no, you just leave your TA to high and dry, and they stuck around. Axe TP up there like that, you have to back out.
Either
Not Today. Weird.
It's either a misplay or a miscall or just a miscommunication, but something certainly was not working for Not Today there. And we're going to have to see if they're going to be able to come back again. It's still a good position for them. They're not terribly behind. I feel like their draft still scales well. Ember Spirit is starting to get items, which you need to be really concerned about, but Battle Fury does not necessarily mean that you're going to just be able to run through the rest of the series. Haste Rune up, the Boots of Travel, Battle Fury, and Aquila. So they can fight on the side of Complexity, but more importantly, they can also keep these lanes pushed out.
Pushing lanes. What we do. Oh, mid lane, dodge, snowball dodge. Z-Freak is going to be carrying this game, it looks like.
I mean, I've been so impressed by Jericho, though. Like, this Elder Titan, he's been playing really out of his mind, and
oh yeah,
it's that's one thing that I would say about it is it feels like him and Leo style have been the two players for me.
it's just, you see it enough where Axe initiates and then they're forced to help out the person, then you just see the Elder Titan go to work on everyone else. So it's perfect synergy. We might see ET plus Axe synergy a lot during the qualifiers or even at the event. Combination is definitely there. It's very strong.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, Limp is going to move into here. If Not Today get some inkling that this is happening. Okay. All right. He's just going to run at him.
He had
the Haste Rune. Wow. Limp just like really outplayed Not Today there. I mean, granted, he had a Haste Rune, so that's bound to happen, but still.
If King Tekka used his deck there, then they would have been able to, he would have stayed seconds, and then the Axe would have gotten the call, and they could have potentially killed Ember. I don't know if they would have had enough burst damage without the TA there, but potential. It's always about potential. But it didn't happen, so now they're going to push the mid lane, and Not Today are giving a lot of their advantage away in this game. Complexity now for the last, 3 minutes. They've acquired a 4K gold lead. Oh,
There's the jump in onto Limp. Going to be able to catch him. Got the sleep as well. That's a really good play from Mendez, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. They doomed up Leo style too. Oh, it's a little bit too much though. I think XD might end up going down. They get the Infernal Blade proc again, as well as the cold snap. And the initiation was solid, but it wasn't enough. And through it all, they end up just being able to survive. Limp is looking a little bit more. Wants to chase down Jericho. Get out of my game, they say. That looks like they might try and take high ground with this.
yep. I don't know what just happened, but it is looking very grim now for Not Today. Forced to buy back on the TA. You just see Dooms the TA. What does she do? She can't do anything. She dies.
Absolutely, and you see Limp here. They end up hitting the chains onto 2 AA Blast follow-up. Oh no, they got caught, and King Tekka should be fine through this, I think. Leo style as well, but they definitely can't come and contest at this point, I don't think.
Yeah, it
Well,
hits
maybe.
Leo because he wants
It's actually
more.
worn off.
King Tekka didn't get clipped by it, even though. Alright. Oh, look at this. 3 fairy fires for Leo style.
That damage. That's good stuff, man. Well, they've caught XD, and as he ends up being caught by that Sunstrike, Chessie is now unstoppable. And this is, to me, feeling like the sort of culmination of what we felt like might be coming all along. Leo style gets caught by the A blast again. The snowball changed directions halfway through, and they're still getting the DOT that's coming out from these guys. The stomp is going to keep them out for the moment. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit on the mid lane, able to chase down and kill off that Darkseer. Oh god, the Elder Titan is down. Now they've caught Leo style. The Sunstrike comes through. Good game gets called. Not Today put up a valiant effort in game number 2. But game number 3 is not going to be occurring. Instead, it's going to be DC facing off against Complexity.
Yep. Pretty good one. Rematch for them, and
Look at the love.
Yeah.
Look at the love here.
nice to see, you know. I'm pretty sure they don't scrim that much. I wonder who Complexity do. I know we saw yesterday that they don't scrim DC, so maybe they scrim EG, but I don't know. We'll have to see, but Not Today. Yeah, this is kind of like a good, you know, testing ground for them. They showed, even though this was like a 25-minute game, they still had a lot of opportunities to do great things, and it just slipped away. The game kind of slipped away from like the 18-minute mark, and it looked like they got full tilt. Like when you asked me earlier about the question with the Doom eating the creep, that put me on full tilt. and for people out there to clarify on that, it's I don't think that Doom is that great against the Lion Shell just because of the cooldown. But I just want to put that back out there. I'm not on tilt anymore. Not Today are gone. And we're going to have another great series here. So are we going to have a best of 3 or are we going to have a best of 5 next? Okay. Yeah, just give me one game, you know, flip a coin. It's just, come on, let's give me that. We don't need a best of 5 anymore. Yeah, too much Dota.